Good evening, everyone, and welcome. So, we have been doing live on Instagram. We go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. And today we are doing it on Facebook. So, and I'm testing it for the first time from Zoom. So, do bear with us if there's any echo, there's a glitch. But I hope, sending all our gratitude and positivity to the internet goddesses to please be with us. And to begin with, I am Somrita, and I'm an author, I'm a coach, and I'm also a facilitator based out of Mumbai. And my life's purpose is to strive for happiness of self and others. And recently, my partner in crime and a very good friend, Jaya, and I started with a innovative program, Coaching Circle, and we are doing live with a participant. And today we have a special person, and I'll leave it to her to do her intro. And Litty, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Litty, and I've joined this coaching. Hi, Jaya. It's been wonderful to be in this journey. I am an EQ facilitator and practitioner, and now learning to be a very good coach from my coach, my instructors here, and and basically I'm a homemaker and an interior designer by profession. But now I feel this is my call, that I need to give the world what I have, what I've learned, and what comes to me naturally. And that is, like they say, it's gratitude. So that is me. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Litty. Yes, Jaya, we are waiting to hear from you.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Litty, thank you for joining us. And it's news to me. You are an interior decorator. Where were you hiding when I was doing my place?
I didn't know.
But I will still borrow some tips from you because I'm still setting up the decor. So I would love to have your input. So अपने घर में expert होके हम पूरे घर बाहर ढूंढते हैं ना. See, this is the importance of giving your introduction, and I've learned this to be able to give this after a lot of practice. So I am Jaya Rajdev, and I am an EQ coach, mentor, and facilitator. I love doing content development work. I have done content development for SEL program for one of the reputed schools in Mumbai, and I'm an assistant professor at a college in Mumbai where I teach and take up early childhood education. And I love doing volunteer work and also giving back to the community. That's why my way of giving back. And as Somrita said, happiness for self and others. For me, it's happiness and compassion for myself and for others. And I'm going to grab this from Litty as well. Gratitude, humbled, with a lot of support, loving people around me. My partner in crime, Somrita, who's like literally pushed me to come here and be live every time I have these things, but I'm enjoying it now, and I look forward for Thursdays. And our special guest every week from the coaching circles has been a wonderful experience to have them here as well. So, Litty, today it's going to be about you, and you're going to share with us some secrets that you have been having behind that beautiful laughter and smiles of yours.
Yeah.
See, we can't stop laughing when we look at you.
Where do I start? I don't know, because life on a whole
You
itself is
have to tell every secret today, okay? No hiding.
There's no hiding. Because it starts, like, gratitude starts from when we were, like, from as a child. Like, if I go back, I have to say thank you to my dad, my parents first. First, like, it was like my father being, he's really strict about all the things we do. And we are not allowed to even waste one grain of rice. So then that was the first lecture. You can't. You should remember there are a whole lot of people in this world who like I was born and brought up in Kuwait, so like Papa comes back from the bank and then that's when we have our lunch. So he says that's what he says. Like there are a lot of people out there who does not even have one grain. And so then that was instilled in us. So then we are supposed to make our plates clean, not one grain of rice on the dining table or a curry. And so that is the beginning. Then the next stage comes when around 8th standard, when my mom says, like, you see mothers cooking. So you are the tempted to do what they do, like, So mommy said, like, I wanted to put the rice grains into the water. So she said, first you pray and you put it in. Like, since I'm a Christian, she said, do like, put the rice in the sign of a cross and say thank you because that is your meal for the day. So say thank you. So, okay, that we did, like, and then I said, wow, that is awesome. Then when you come down on vacation, my granny, she says the first light when you put in the evening, when you switch it on, say thank you. Thank you, Lord. I said, why? We said, why so much of thank yous and so many things? Then he said, because you have come back home safely and say thank you for the end of the day that you are safe and sound. That which I practice even till now. Now it's like I switch on the light, I'll tell the whole, everyone say thank you, Lord. So it's like it's a learning experience from everyone, anyone that you meet. All my cousins, my cousin brothers, like because my parents being in Kuwait, I would be spending in my aunt's, like two of my aunt's place. I would be running in between them, and each of them, like last night when I was thinking about this talk, like saying, oh my God, so many people to say thank you. Because each one has a play in our lives. Like, however, if you look back and there you bring down that humbleness, then you realize there's nothing more. Then why do we need to worry about tomorrow? Because if I ask you, what would you be most grateful for in your life? If I would like to ask anyone, what would you all say? What would that answer be? Would someone like to say?
So I would request.
I am grateful for every breath I take.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And sorry, I would request the viewers also to please type into the chat box as to what is one thing, as Litty asked, that you're most grateful about. Yes.
Yeah. So that realization for me as of now, what I'm living in, and if I'm in front of you, this is my third chance. This is my third chance into life. And there I understood, if we don't have this breath that we have, that is what we have to be grateful for to the Lord. Whoever comes and goes, nothing more matters. That mercy, that heavenly power who has given you that one opportunity to take it every breath. If that you understand that value, then nothing in this world matters. Then you don't have, like, even if anyone blasts you, okay, fine, all right.
I am tempted to ask you this, Litty. How do you do that? As you were mentioning, I was actually going to give you this example. When somebody is going to blast you, how do you thank them for blasting you? I would no.
Yeah, that is what, like, one of my wardens say. Even if I blast, you're smiling. What is this? Like, then, like, because there would be some lesson, like, because you might be like, you'll think about something wrong that you did, like, and that's why you're getting, oh shit, I did it, like, you acknowledge it and then you laugh at yourself. You don't let it, understand, and you're able to laugh at your own mistakes and say thank you, like, because when you are going to be sad and, you're going to be hurt, you don't give them the right answer. That the vibe is not right.
That is such a beautiful message, Litty. Somrita, yes. What do you think?
And
I am in awe.
Yes, and I will take a moment to just read out some of the beautiful answers that we have got for the question that Litty asked, that what is the thing that you're most grateful about? And for all of those of you who have joined, thank you so much for joining in, for showing your love. And today we have a special person, another coaching circle participant, and we are talking about gratitude. So, Aaron says for good health. Virija says, I'm grateful the most for every breath I take. Anil, who is there with us on the Zoom, he says, for mother, for breath. And I said, I'm grateful for this day. So thank you so much for the answers. And so Sudha ma'am is also there. And
Hi, Sudha.
she is very happy for us. Thank you so much for joining in.
Yeah, Sudha, thank you so much for joining in. And the person who's just joined in now, that is Najida. She is my childhood friend and my guide, who's been trying to push me like hell into, into doing all things where I just pull myself away. And I think now
Hi
she'll be happy that.
Najida, welcome here.
And there she is.
Thank
See?
you so much for joining in.
And
Wow.
like,
Litty, I would like to ask you a very, very specific question now. You have been giving us a whole new perspective of gratitude, taking gratitude with every breath that we saw the answers also. But how do you be and see that positivity in each one of us around, like, whom we are meeting? Uh, I don't know, matlab, it's sometimes it gets difficult for me as well. I find I am practicing it, but it gets difficult. So how do you practice it every moment is something which I would like to ask.
because you're an individual of your own. Why do you need to judge that other person in front of you? Who are you to judge anyone? We are nothing. We are just another person living in this earth. And live your life, because you don't know what your next breath is. If you don't know what your next breath is, why do you need to judge anyone? Let them be what they are, because it is their choice. It's your choice to be happy. When you don't have anything to, be biased on anyone, then nothing really matters. Because whatever the other person has to give, you'll be able to take it full hand. There's nothing you want to withdraw from. You take the best from them, and I think it is infectious, like what we learn in EQ is just, and it just comes like chain reaction. You just
It's
tend
a
to
ripple
get
effect.
it all.
Yeah.
Like, because I still remember my friend's mother, my friend Parvati. Amma, first when I met her, when I gave her a peck on her forehead, she was a little repulsive. Then she just took me as her fourth daughter. She just waited for my kiss, and so nothing more to, like, I would just say it's infectious. Like, my aunts or my co-sisters or my sister, like, doesn't matter. Like, I feel, when you can give freely, there's no stopping. And there's no judging. It's like, you're just humble. There's nothing more to give. And you just can give freely. You don't have to think this side or that side. Whether they like it or not, you're doing your job. That is it.
So that brings me to understand, Litty, is that when I was actually practicing this from one of the books of Rhonda Bryan, The Power of, I'm not remembering the name, but it has a lot of gratitude activity, Power of Magic. So what you're by doing gratitude, what you're attracting is positivity. What you're attracting is abundance. What you're attracting is positive people around you. I think that is a big takeaway for me, and I have been doing that, and I totally resonate with what you're saying right now, and it helps me to be grateful for this moment as well, where I am here with you, with my beautiful friend Somrita, along with all of us, and who are here to give us their time. So we would love to ask you, what is it that one thing at the beginning of the day you start, and what is that one thing you end with gratitude? So if we can ask and invite everyone to practice that each day, I think that is something which we will be making that ripple effect, what Litty was saying. What do you say, Somrita?
Beautiful, yes.
It's just thank you, Lord. It's just thank you, Lord. There's nothing more to it. Like,
Absolutely. And some of the exercises that I did, I'm so sorry, Litty, I'm just extending this.
Yeah.
Some of the exercises that we did during that practice and reading of Power of Magic was like, I had, starting me, when I started, I used to write only 2 lines of gratitude. by the end of the book, I was writing pages and pages, and my husband would be wondering what story she's writing. Like, I'm like, no, I'm just writing gratitude. He's like, what have you? मतलब मैं सोच रहा हूँ बैठ के इधर कि मैं किसको थैंक यू बोलूँ, इसका तो पेजेस भरते जा रहे हैं. And I'm like, yeah, now I can do that. It takes a lot of practice, is what I realize again. Keep making
It's because
it a habit.
while,
And
if I can interrupt, because we as humans,
no,
we
please.
always tend to go for the negative. First shot is the negative attitude, so we try to look at the negative side. Only if we can, talk yourself out of it, can you think straight. Like, otherwise you tend to hold, like, and in school, we had this hymn saying, count your blessings. So each time when you say sing, then you say, okay, blessings. And then, like, slowly, it comes in you, and then you realize, because the school where I studied in the hills, KPS, we had children who lost their parents. They had foster parents, like they were from, the foster parents were Germans or from other country, out of, they're Indian children. It was basically, I think those kids lost their parents with the cyclone in Andhra Pradesh, in the 80s. So these were those kids who didn't have. So when we came down from, like, my parents being in Kuwait, when we come down for vacation, mommy would bake cake and, give us goodies, like, so, and they would come and tell you, you're so lucky you have a mother, you have a father of your own that you can say, because they would not be going home because their foster parents are in Germany or something where they can't travel. So they would be stuck in the school at times. So when we come back, we are so full of life and, like, jumping. And then they say, and that's when you realize, wow, and then from there we learn to make small gifts for your parents each time you meet them. Like, you from the school campus, that we take these from the forest, we take some plants, press them, take them home, make cards and give them New Year, Christmas cards. And this happiness to see on their faces, like,
I
that
so
brings
resonate
immense
with
joy.
this, Litty. I am remembering
Wow.
one of my favorite these, for whom I actually connected after a very long time during the lockdown. The lockdown had shut down a lot of communication channels in terms of, I'm a people's person. I love to meet people face to face. And here I was stuck lockdown May, and I was like, it's been really long. I had to reach out to this D of mine, and we just happened to talk, and there were so much things that were coming to me. I could not, like, stop thanking her, and she was literally in tears, and she's like, Jaya, you made my day. And just hearing that, I think I was so full of abundant happiness. I think I was basking in that for days, like, in that just sentence. So I so resonate, and I am so happy at this point of time also, just even narrating that incident to all of you all. And Litty, whenever I connect with you, whenever I meet you, I think I feel that, like, energy coming onto me as well. So thank you so much, and thank you for being with the journey of ours in our coaching circles. And here I would like to ask Somrita her experience with gratitude.
So I'll just read out because there are a couple of beautiful messages coming on the group. So once again, thank you so much. There are people who have joined us on the Zoom link. Thank you so much. Means a lot. To those who are there on Facebook. And Virja ma'am has beautifully written that I begin each day when I open my eyes is to thank God I'm still alive and breathing. Can see here. Ends the day by a thank you to the Lord and cheering myself that, yeah, I have lived and loved my life today. And she also says what I wanted to say, that you're so positive, Litty, your energy and smile is infectious. And believe me, so for all of those there, we are doing a live session every Thursday, 7 o'clock. And today we were supposed to do it for Litty. And the moment we were thinking topic, it was like almost together, Jaya and I said gratitude. Because I see Litty, a person who embodies gratitude. So, we as, people, we practice gratitude. We have our highs, we go to our lows. when we don't feel so much of gratitude for things around. It happens with me also. But Litty is one person, it's as if gratitude is there in her breath, and so much to learn from her, and she beautifully personifies it. And Jaya, coming to my experience with gratitude, something which Litty was saying, I think she has had some experiences which actually instilled the practice of gratitude in her. So I think it's a very good food for thought for me as to what kind of experiences are we making for ourselves right now. Also, as a parent, which is coming to me very strongly, is what are the kind of experiences I'm creating for my child to feel grateful, to feel that abundance, to operate from that high life state. Yes. And so even in this corona, so I have been a person who is like, oh my god, lockdown, I'm an extrovert, I have to go out, I can't do. I was a person, I absolutely enjoy offline workshops, coaching, other things, it has to be in person. But somewhere I think down the line, so Litty is somewhere in south.
Yeah, Kerala.
Had it not been these times, had it not been the online platform, I wouldn't have, connected to such an amazing soul. So I feel so grateful, for this.
So
That's how, thank you. And I feel grateful that, so I always had this, I have to introduce people to coaching, I have to do this and that. But, somewhere Jaya came along and she's like, let's do it. And I was like, how? Chalo, let's do it. And our meetings on Zoom, like Jaya and I have hardly met, because it's never been like very okay in Mumbai, and again cases are rising. But I still feel that closeness with Jaya, and I'm so grateful, that we have this, that we can stay connected. So I feel so much gratitude for that. Of course, something which is coming to me, and for both of you. Recently, probably I have not been, I feel there is gratitude, but I'm not expressing enough, is something which is coming to me very strongly right now. So probably that is one reflection which I will take from today's session. And I would sit down with myself and I would see, how various other ways through which I can express gratitude. So gratitude is, closely linked to, changing your state, operating
self-awareness.
state, self-awareness. Yes. Then you bringing out the best, you knowing yourself, empathy, whatever you talk, optimism, everything is linked to gratitude. It's like the key to the lock to so many things. That's how beautiful gratitude is. And I think both, Jaya and I have this thing of giving back to the society, of actually, bringing in change, taking people through a journey with us so that all of us can learn and grow together. And I think we started operating from gratitude, Jaya, isn't it?
Yes.
That's how we started feeling that abundance, and that's how we feel with each of, our batch. So we have a fourth batch coming up next weekend. People who are interested, most welcome. And it's been such a beautiful, such a gratifying experience, and the way we learn with each other. And we have so much of masti and fun, with Litty bringing in her infectious smile, at the starting, in the middle, in the end. And see, this is actually what happens in this session. No kidding, guys.
Yeah, it's so much fun, isn't it, Litty?
Absolutely. No, that's it. Like I was telling Samrita also, thank you to you all for having done the circle, because this was like I used to self-sabotage myself by, giving all the lame excuses that, I don't want to come out. I want to do, but I don't want to. And when you all did the exercise, who's your I, the people who you the thing, I was just saying Dr. Abdul Kalam, Mother Teresa, everyone come and give pat on my butt and say, what are you doing there? But so thank you to you all for having thought out such a wonderful idea and bringing us out from a comfort zone and putting us here. Like, I'm not a camera person. I really shy away from it. And,
Let me tell you, your most beautiful laughter and smile brings us to be here, and it's really inspired. The first group that we had, I think, Litty, you all inspired us to continue, and that's what we want to continue our journey with all of you. And I and Somrita want y'all to facilitate. So that's the idea, guys. It's not about us. It's about all of us here and practicing gratitude, learning it on the go. I think that is what we are looking at. And Litty, thank you so much. I can see a lot of comments coming and flowing in, even in the Zoom chat box. All of your co-sister said she's a gem. I totally agree and resonate with your thoughts, Rema. Litty has been my guiding light, pillar of strength, and when she was totally down. Wow, Litty, I know who to reach out to now. And that's the same for Rema as well.
they are
And
all the same to
wonderful.
me. All that they have written, it goes the same way too, because they've been very important part of my life, my journey. If I say about my friend Naju, she had a little son who's no more, and just the first sight, and then he wouldn't want me to look at anyone else other than him, and he would just lie down on you and give you full of love. So there is so much of love from even a little soul, or even my pet doggy, or whoever, everyone who touches you, you cannot stop. Just love, just give love freely. And I don't think it matters, then even if the world stands upside down, it doesn't matter, because you really don't care. Because all, like what I tell everyone, at the end of the day, if I see the end of the day and I shut my eyes and I don't open my eyes the next minute, just think I went away peacefully, because I've done my job. I gave, that is what I would like to say. You should be satisfied with what you did for that day, for that breath that you had, because you don't know what your next breath is. So if you don't have your next breath, walk your life, live it fully, give your best, then, and no one need to cry, oh, she went away. No, I went away happily, because I know what I've done. I could give.
That
That
is
is it.
so profound, Litty.
No, because that is all, because that is what I understood from life. Three times I escaped. That means there is a reason for it. And now I need to do my call. Like, I don't think I'll be given any more chances.
And we are there behind you. Don't worry. You have to do it.
Have to, because you have to reach so many more people's life, Litty, and they need to see the power that you, give out. And you can see today it is really repel effect. We have so many viewers with us. We have so many people on the Zoom, and I'm so happy to see all of you all join us. So thank you so much, everyone, and heartfelt gratitude to each one of you. And Litty, thank you for coming out of your comfort zone and having this conversation with us, with me and Somrita.
Thank you so
So
much. Thank you all for coming in and supporting me and being with me. It means a lot. Means a lot.
So if I had to ask each of you one word, which personifies gratitude for you, what would it be? So people on the Zoom call, you can type here. People, those who are there on the Facebook, you can type that word, and I'll just read out a few comments. So Rajesh says, you guys are awesome. Keep going. Stay safe. Pankaj says, fantastic. Energetic too. Virija ma'am says, so profound. Litty, agree with Jaya. So one word that personifies gratitude. So Najita says, giving. What is it for you, Jaya and Litty?
for me, I think it's compassion.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Beautiful.
Attitude of gratitude. Wow, I am going to rob that out from Advocate Santosh here, who said that. Yeah, I think it is so important to have that attitude of being grateful and imbibing that in your day to day life, in each and every activity. I think that is what gives you a fulfilling contentment. I think that is what brings me to, rise early in the morning and do what I am doing. I think that's what's the motivation is. When Somrita was saying all of those skills, I think that comes from gratitude for me as well. So yeah, that is going to be attitude of gratitude for me.
So Virja
A
ma'am says
lot of
one
my,
word is love for her. Yes, Litty, you're saying something.
I should say, gratitude to all my extended family, Santosh, and the whole lot are here. I didn't
See,
even
that's
expect.
the power of Litty attracting so many people around us.
I really so humbled. Oh my God, thank you.
Wow. For
I
I
love.
don't feel like ending this, Somrita, but
but
we
we
are
will
already at
have to.
7:31, so
Yes.
I'm just giving you a good time check.
So for me, one word which personifies gratitude, when I was asking this question is, something which is coming to me is abundance. So for all of you, the one word with which you personify gratitude, think about it, stay with it, and see what is coming to you. So with that, thank you so much for the people who have joined us on Zoom. Thank you so much for people who are watching us on Facebook. And wow, this was the first time I went live through
To
Zoom, and
Zoom.
it's awesome. I
Me
think I'm
too.
going to do it again and again. Thank you. I think gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gratitude and thank you, Litty, for making this so wonderful.
Thank you so much for taking me in, first of all, and trusting me for what you all wanted me to do. And I hope I have given some food for thought for somebody somewhere. And thank you for all the
Wow.
love to all my family and to everyone. Thank you so much. I don't know,
Thank you.
totally humble.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Stay safe. And we'll
Stay
come
safe.
again
Yes.
next Thursday,
Next
7 o'clock on
Thursday.
live. Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, dears.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.